move towards the prototype. So let's open up for questions if you want, Lintern, or perhaps Jackie wants to say something. I don't know.
Yes.
No, I'm ready for questions.
So let's open up. Can we have some hands raised?
What's up, guys?
Oh.
Hello.
One after the other, guys. Let's go with Floki Body. Go ahead and speak.
What's up? I'm gonna soft shill and just say that this is Pyro's United General. Valhalla Valkyries ain't gonna like that, but I have to say it anyway. I love you guys. You guys are a second family to me. Thank you for creating a project that's not only feasible, but actually has value. I know that you guys, I'm going to say this time and time again because I know you guys are too humble to say it, but you had the opportunity to make a lot of different money in a lot of different ways. And I just thank you guys for your commitment to Floki. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. These, definitely nice words. Thank you. And shout out to the Pyros and the other clans. I'm going to shout out to a few of them, but I seen the Pyros flex their arms in the chat. So.
It's the Pyros that are flexing now. Oh, okay, I've seen the other ones, the Odin guilds, and
Where's the liquidity in Floki? If you have money in Floki and you want to take it out, you can. If you have $2,000,
man, is this guy living under a rock?
Okay, now
that's good. Just push my concerns aside. I put a bunch of money in Floki, but if I want to take any out,
no worries.
Oh, this guy's a talented fudder.
No. Just calm down. Let me address, please. So, Crypto Robbers, thanks for jumping in. So you're talking about liquidity. I assume that you're talking about liquidity in the old token because we've upgraded to a new token. Were you aware that we upgraded to the DAO upgrade, the Nottingham upgrade? If not, I would love to see you in the Telegram and just ask around. You'll get up to speed really quickly. But nobody is brushing anything aside. Don't worry. Don't get taken by FUD. Just calm down. Check out the Telegram. Check out what's happened. And you'll see that whatever you bought in the old tokens that doesn't have liquidity or not a lot of liquidity, that it's all that you have a new token in your wallet. And that token has, at this moment, last I checked, at least as much liquidity as
there
we
isn't.
had when we stopped.
No,
Okay,
there
so
isn't.
go ahead.
Just push me under the rug. But no, there isn't. Get out of Floki. Anybody that's in it.
Who are you working for? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
yeah,
Okay,
he's on his way out already.
Yeah, again, like I'm watching at the chart right now. Oh, somebody kicked him. I'm watching at the chart right now, and I see we have almost 8 million liquidity on each side. So either this person, he doesn't know how to read DEX tools or blockchain.
No, he knows, Mr. B. He's just been stupid.
No, he knows. He knows.
He's just been stupid. Yeah. So and it's fine. In case there are others who want Allah hear me. If you have questions about other things as regards the project, head on to Telegram, drop your message there. You can also send a mail to hi@floki.com. But if you have any question that is not related to Valhalla, we would not be taking those questions on this AMA. So because we have just about 1 hour, and we want to ensure that people who have real questions, they are.
I have a question.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask. Who's that?
Hi. Hey, so I want to say the video that you guys just posted looks so amazing. Like, it looks so amazing. Like, I'm so impressed. Like, and that teaser was such a good tease. And I just wanted to say, like, yo, anyone listening, like, this is amazing. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'll relay that to the team. Definitely appreciate it.
I would like to ask something as well, actually. Was that a legitimate attempt of FUD, honestly?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Christ, they're getting worse, man. I mean, we're talking bottom of the barrel.
Talking about me, like about me, or was someone else?
No, not you, brother. Of course, not you. Man.
All right.
How was that fun, brother? Come on, I recognize your voice as well, by the way. You can't hide that accent. But no, the chat previously. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, look, if you're going to
The team was supposed to have disappeared, by the way, right? Oh, anyway.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. All right. I see Archie there. Archie, you got any question? Archie has asked the most amazing questions here, man. Go ahead.
No, man, I mean, don't have a serious question, but I heard some rumors going, like as Jackie is a world-class StarCraft player, and also that there's a Valhalla launch party at Mr. Brown's place, after it's coming. Is it true?
See, this
That's
is
my
proper
question.
fun. Archie brings proper,
Oh, Archie, man, Archie. Jackie, go ahead, man.
Well, one of those is true.
Whoa. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. One of them is true. All right, guys, please raise your hands if you have any questions. Right now, I can't see any hands raised, apart from those who have already been added as a speaker. So if you got any question, please raise your hands, and especially those who have asked a lot of questions to us during the VC, we're able to answer. Now is your time. Okay, I see Hales Grotto. Go ahead and ask a question. Hales Grotto.
Hey, everybody. I've been in here since June 25th, so I've seen the roller coaster of this. My buddy made he's got about $500,000 or more in this, and I heard that you guys blacklisted this wallet to where he can't sell, and I wanted to...
Anyone else has any question?
Can I ask a question?
Hello? Yeah, go ahead, Pink Shot.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Basically, I've been working in the area where I had no internet for a few weeks. It's a very rural area. And now I see that all these new coins, the Floki new coins, so my ones is in a Ledger Nano. So do I have to do something, guys, or I just can leave it there? I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, buddy, you don't have to worry about anything. You can just
No, they'll blacklist you. They'll blacklist you. Get out.
Say again?
What?
The fudders are trying hard today.
This is today is Father's Day. It seems they can't handle green, right? They can't handle green.
Yeah.
But, let me answer Dark Moon. Don't worry. If you bought the V3 tokens earlier,
yes, V2.
Then you just got airdropped. Yeah, so you got airdropped V4 tokens. If you don't want to do anything with them, don't want to move them to other wallets or something, you can just chill, in my opinion, or just let them be on your hard wallet until the time comes that you actually want to do something with them.
Okay, so no worries then.
Yeah, no worries. So just go to your address, go on Etherscan or on BSC Scan, whichever chain you're using, and check if the new Floki arrived. They will have, because everybody got airdropped basically. But just to alleviate your own concerns, go check, and probably 99.9% sure that the new tokens are.
Okay, I understand everything about the Trust wallet. That one was easy, but I was just confused about the Ledger Nano.
Yeah, it's the same, because it's a hard wallet, so it's just an address on the chain. It doesn't matter if you have MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Ledger Nano, or Trezor. It's all an address, so all addresses got treated the same. The blockchain doesn't discriminate.
Okay, thanks so much.
No worries.
Cheers, thanks.
Discourage, go ahead and ask a question. Discourage.
Hey, Linton, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Hey, Raj. Great.
Awesome. So basically, first of all, it was a fun icebreaker to start with that. Whoever asked about liquidity question felt like a fud clown, but anyways, it was a good laugh. But so I had a couple of questions regarding Valhalla. So before that, I just want to highlight that whoever is listening, just make sure you ask Valhalla question, because a lot of us really want to ask Valhalla related questions. And if you ask anything other than that, I mean, I would request you to go to Telegram and ask there. Okay, back to Valhalla. So first question is, one, what are the benefits of these flow guitars? Because I don't have one. If I were to buy flow guitar, what kind of benefits is it's going to give me in the game? And second question is, what are the kind of skill set this game expect one user to have? For example, are you guys targeting only the gamers who are very good at gaming, or are you also targeting people who are pretty new to crypto or gaming? So would it be, yeah, basically that's it. What are the kind of skills needed to excel in that game? Of course, I know NFT is going to help you with some added advantage, but what other things?
Really good question. So let's dissect it a bit. So first, you asked about the flow guitars, which is a good question. What added value will they have in the game? So for the prototype, that's a different question, of course. For the prototype, the only advantage you will have through a flow guitar is having perhaps earlier access than other people who don't have a flow guitar to the testing, like to the actual battle prototype. But after that, after we finish the game, like after phase one, when we have Floki Island, raiding, and all those kind of things, you will be eventually able to trade in or burn your flow guitar within the game for in-game items that is going to give you a strategical advantage with a certain aspect of the game. I can't leak too much, but that's basically what the flow guitar is and what kind of advantage it will give within Valhalla, the game. Again, not this prototype, but eventually the game. In terms of what kind of gamers we are, or not what kind of gamers, what type of users are we aiming for to get with this game? Who do we want to have this game playing? Like I always said, my personal dream was that some people, at least some people, will be able to make a living out of this. So I definitely don't want to exclude people who don't have a lot of experience with gaming yet. That being said, we need the game to be fun. And it isn't fun, at least the battle prototype. You will be able to see in the battle prototype what I'm talking about. Just today, I spoke with Jackie about, perhaps he is able to share it in a few seconds. But that's a pretty interesting concept that will make sure that even players that don't really, aren't really, that well versed in gaming, will still have a really fun and nice experience. But the people that are really good at the battles will also still have it, as a challenging one. And he's sitting next to me, and I see him slamming on his phone. I think he got kicked out of Twitter again. Do you want to answer here, or should I answer? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Pass the phone.
Here you go.
So today we talked about a scalable AI opponent, so that you at least have someone to play against at all times. But the one thing that you don't want is, for the AI to always lose against you, or that you always lose against the AI, which wouldn't be good either. So one thing we want to roll out, not necessarily for the battle prototype immediately, but is to have a scaling AI body, so that you can compete with an AI that improves together with you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate giving the detailed information on that. And one last question is that regarding the gemstone. So will I be eligible if I don't know if I was part of that, because I'm still don't know if I was part of that top 500-ish who were able to claim the gemstone. So just wanted to know, those who were able to claim that, or who were eligible to claim that, are they going to be given the similar advantage of those who hold Flokitar?
That's a pretty good question. It depends, of course. Getting into the prototype isn't full. Like if the queue isn't full, people can join definitely without the gemstone even. But if the queue remains full and the gemstones get released and you can claim a gemstone, then definitely the gemstones will have an advantage on people without gemstones in getting in line in the queue for the game.
Awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate it, and just wanted to say that video was awesome. So yeah, thank you. I leave the floor to the rest of the people for asking questions. Thank you again, team. You guys are doing awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Discourage. Bengen Hamad, please go ahead and ask a question.
Hello, hi guys. Actually, you answered most of my question. It was the same as Mr. Disco, but I just wanted to add one more point regarding the Flokitar collection on OpenSea. Are you going to request verification for it? Because it really helps in that community to see a verified collection, since our token is legit, our currency is legit. So the same for the Twitter, because it means a lot to the community. It gives more security to them. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Benjamin. Legit questions. In regards to the OpenSea collections, we've been communicating with OpenSea for a long while now, but I think a lot of stuff got in between, especially for Jackie with his upgrade and everything. But we're definitely going to get our collections verified, or at least do everything we can for that to happen. In regards to Twitter, I'm not really sure, but I know that whenever it's possible for us to get verified, we will do it, because I understand that it gives trust to the community as well. Less chance of you being scammed, basically. So no, I understand, and we'll work on it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your efforts. Have a nice day.
Thanks. Is Lintern still with us, or did Twitter Spaces space him out as well? I think Lintern got some issues, so I'm going to fill the voids again. Pink Shark, here we go. This is I think one of the main persons from the Valhalla Valkyries. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Brown Whale. Yeah, I will show my guild as well, since Pyro's got in here. Valhalla Valkyries coming to represent. I have a couple questions from the guild. First, the game looks so good. Like, your leak today was not, I wasn't expecting anything that crazy. Like, it looks amazing. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a TFT and a little bit of Noir's game that I played recently. But I'm very excited. So my first question is it going to be a cross-platform game? Am I going to be able to play with my buddies on different platforms? Our other question is, are the servers going to be regional? Are we going to be able to play with everybody from the beginning? How is that kind of thing going to work? The other question I had was, is there going to be like a minimum pay to play kind of element to it? Because I have a lot of people asking me kind of like, they want to know how much they're going to have to spend to be able to play, basically. A lot of people who aren't as into crypto or as into investing, but they're very interested in the game part. So will we have to pay for our first like Vera, or have you set any idea of that yet?
Awesome questions. Yeah, first of all, good to hear that people outside of crypto are already, well, you're talking to them, so thanks for that. But that are interested in this game and getting into NFTs and crypto in general, because that, in my opinion, is the biggest win we can have as a crypto project, to have more people, get acquainted with crypto, and that's definitely something to take a moment for. That's well, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's regarding your first question in terms of will you be able to play cross console or cross platform? Like initially we're going to release for web, right? Like for PCs, laptops, but also mobiles later on, because that can be done by web. That also doesn't conflict with any wallet interactions, or like the MetaMask. You can use MetaMask browser, for instance. So you will be able to play when we launch PvP against and with people on mobile against people that are on PC, for instance. Regarding consoles, that is a different issue altogether, because first there we need to have licenses for those consoles, but that's doable. But then we need to make sure that the legal surroundings on these entities, because we all know, right, that Steam banned NFT related games. Epic opened up. I foresee perhaps Microsoft, Sony, because they have an Xbox, a PlayStation, either of those ways, and backtracking in and then going again, just like China is with crypto, basically, like opening up, then banning, opening up, then banning. So we're steering clear from the consoles for now, but I do believe that when we also open up to consoles, that we will also open up cross-platform play. In terms of cross-region, I don't think we're going to lock the regions down. Like, I know you're a League of Legends player. We won't have servers like Europe West, Europe Northeast, and North America. We will just have global servers. So you will be able to play with your Valkyries across the world, basically on the same server. So we're not going to geo-lock that in any sense. It would make sense though, but that's an all different discussion in terms of ping, right? But as we are moving towards a more interconnected world, I think that will be less and less of a problem moving forward. So while I was talking, I forgot your last question. Jack, do you remember her last question?
Basically, it's just the minimum, like if there will be a minimum or a rough estimate, or will we be paying for our first Vera kind of thing?
Yeah, so basically we are contemplating on having a minimum amount of Floki in your wallet. We can't say yet how much that's going to be, especially as Floki is still circulating, like volatile in terms of price movement. But we're going to release something about that soon. But to an entrance fee for your first Vera, we're not going to do that. Like, I mean, effectively, we want, after the initial crypto people are in, the people that already know about crypto, we want to release this onto the rest of the world. And we want to make that hurdle as small as possible, so they can just onboard, play, and keep playing, and then they'll hopefully buy crypto. Well, that's the meaning, of course, for people to buy Floki or crypto. But the initial thought for us is to not have a huge hurdle in terms of needing to buy your first Vera. I think Jackie has an...
Yeah, but for the battle prototype, it's on the testnet. It's on one of the testnets anyway, so you won't need anything essentially to play. You can just grab some of the test ethers on the network and you'll be ready to play.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That answers so much of my questions. One last thing, I did just tweet about how to add the Optimism network into your MetaMask to receive those test tokens, because I was a little confused, so I just added another tweet with some more info. If anyone's confused of how to do that, you can check that. And yeah, awesome. Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you for your questions, and yeah, keep on leading the Valkyries. I'm looking forward to all these clans. I saw a Floki Fruit clan. I think those were focused on gardening. The Pyros. I gotta check because there were a few more, and I love that type of community engagement, basically.
Amazing. Appreciate everything you guys do, and always looking forward to the next updates, the next leaks, and the quest competition updates.
We just spoke about that today, to be honest, and it's right now at our lore person, the person who the dungeon master. He's currently looking at them, and we're going to sit with game design also to check which ones are feasible. But you can expect some feedback on that soon.
Amazing. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you. Floki, Seth. Okay, Seth, my right. Actually, I see you after Seth. Seth.
Hey, boys, how's it going today?
Good.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you very much to the team there, Mr. Brown, Linton, Mr. Saber, Jackie. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your day to talk to us and help us out here. So Shark stole my question right at the end there. Also, shout out to Valhalla Valkyries. So my question was just about the quest competition update as well. So now that that's taken care of, I just want to say thanks again, boys, and you guys have a good day.
Thank you, man. Archie.
Hey, just a little question. Do you really love the squares on newest leak? It does remind like a little callback to the Heroes, like, the olden ones. Heroes 3, I think, yeah. But okay, that's the question. Does a bear Vera catch up to the hat Vera? I mean, what are the results you tested sometimes, right?
That is a good. Like Archie, you are always the one with the questions that have such hooks that can leak everything, basically. So, does the bear catch up with the hat? That's for you to find out in the prototypes.
Good answer, Mr. Brown. I guess we're gonna have to find out ourselves. All right, thank you.
Definitely, no problem.
All right, Abu Al Hassan.
Yeah, Abul Hassan. Hello, everybody. I want to say hello, Mr. Saber, Mr. Brown, Floki Inu, Linton. I want to say that I am proud that I am a part of Floki community. I am Viking since Juni 2021 and still Polish. That's epic. It's amazing team. I want to say it's our team, Floki team, everything as well. Floki now, everything for people and crypto people. I want to ask Mr. Brown, I think it's time when you fly to India, because it's time now after this good news. There is more as 2 billion people there in India. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Abu. So your advice for me is to fly to India or to perhaps advertise Valhalla to India. I think you mean, right? Or should I go to India myself? Like
because of marketing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like Saber is listening in, and I'm sure we have some amazing plans for whole Asia, to be honest, and also South America. Because, like I said, my dream is that some people will be able to make a living out of this, and those regions, I think, are the regions that that need an equalizer most.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Abo, AS, go ahead and speak.
Yep. Hi. Yeah, super excited about everything you guys are doing. Thank you from all the community, from us. I just had a question about maybe the financial part of the value that this game has. Like I'm following a bunch of different crypto projects, and they're not all of them, but a lot of them are developing games and NFT stuff. So I saw these also a lot of big corporations investing. So from the standpoint of if a big corporation would want to buy the game that you are developing, or become a partner, or do you have maybe an idea of what would happen if that proposal would come, like, and how it would affect Floki holders? And like, is this exclusive? Will it remain exclusive? Is it possible to have partnership and something like that? Just looking forward with all the big money that's coming in this metaverse and this gaming. Just a question I had.
Yeah, really, really good question, basically. In terms of partnerships, if the right partner shows up with the right amount of resources in terms of, skill sets that don't only speed up the game, but also keeps the quality safe and doesn't make this whole process like inefficient, we're open to that. And of course, we're talking if said parties would engage, basically. In terms of the game being a Floki game, that's how we intended it. Jackie, myself, the whole team, B, Saber. Like, this is like, essentially, in my opinion, if an outside big corporation would come and say, hey, I want to buy the game Floki, or Valhalla, sorry, the game Valhalla, they would at that point need to have permission from the DAO, and the DAO can vote on it. It's not on us to decide that. Like, right now, we would be able to decide that, but like, we're nowhere near the point that a big corporation would come and take over, because why would they? They could just as well invest in Floki and be a part of it as well. So at this point, like, the only scenario that I envision that you described of like a Sony or a Ubisoft or whatever approaching Floki management, but at that point, I truly hope it's a DAO already to take over the game. Then it's up to the DAO, and that's basically it. So you guys decide. But I think personally, I would vote no. I would vote for this being an integral part of the Floki community, because what I envision, like, we didn't start for this just to create a game, right? Like, Jackie and myself, we could have started a ton of games or other projects or whatever. The main thing here is that with Floki, we have like 400,000 plus people that are, hopefully wanting to at least jump in once and participate in an ecosystem where Valhalla is not the only game, but the NFTs actually are used in other games as well, part of the ecosystem. And that opportunity to do that, that's not easy to put a price on that. So people, if they would ask me, they would have to pay a lot of money to take this game away. But then again, I'm not in charge. Hopefully, whenever this scenario takes place, you are in charge, and you all can vote on that.
Wow, that's quite an answer. Thank you very much. Keep going, guys. We're with you, and we're supporting everything you're doing. Thank you again.
Thank you, guys. Aaron, please go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks very much. Just thanks to the team. Thanks for keeping us up to date. A quick question with regards to Valhalla: will there be a certain percentage of the war chest, so any winnings that would be either voluntarily donated or carved out to go to charities or something that may benefit, I guess, lesser communities?
That's a really good question. And as you know, we are fans of donating, basically. Pretty strange to say, but we want to make the world a better place, change lives. So if we can make it so that Valhalla also donates with every transaction or every Vera battle or whatever to a specific cause, that would be great. One thing we need to keep in mind, and I got to be honest about that, is that the tokenomics of the game should make sense. Because if everybody is playing and obviously a part of all the transactions is going to, in this case, charity, there needs to be a new influx to keep it steady, right? And in the most in the optimal, like how I envision it, is that there are always going to be a higher influx than an outflux, basically. But the more outflux, so the more the outflow, sorry, outflux isn't really a word, I think. So outflow, the more we add to that in terms of percentages, because we're talking percentages, these scale like huge, as in if you have 10 persons playing the game, that's a little number, but if you get 1 million people playing, then yeah, it scales along. That needs to be accounted for. So I would say, but that's just a suggestion right now, perhaps we do a fixed amount a month to a charity from the game treasury. But again, also, this is not something we already determined, as in we're going to do X or Y. It can be a percentage, it can be a fixed part of the treasury, but all I know is that we're all in favor. The whole team wants to do something to better the world, and this fits in. So thank you for that question.
All right, Aaron, thank you. Stossy ODY. Stossy OD.
Hi guys, thank you first for letting me ask a question. It's a quite quick one. I was wondering if the last hidden trade of the Genesis NFTs, if there's an estimate on when we could receive that information.
I cannot disclose anything about that. Sorry, no comment.
Too bad. Okay, no problem. Thanks again, guys. Really, you guys are pulling it off.
Thank you, Stassi. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Stassi. Daniel.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, so first off, shout out to the dev team. You guys are absolutely killing it. I mean, all the leaks so far have just been looking amazing. Secondly, shout out to Pyros United, because we will be the best clan on Valhalla. No, so I have 2 questions I wanted to ask really quickly. The first one, my apologies if it has already been asked, but has there been any update on the Quest competition?
Hey, Darnell. Actually, Pink Shark just asked about it. Basically, it's now being looked at by our lore person, and we're then going to sit with game design of what's feasible, what's not feasible. But the quest will be judged on their own, not if it's feasible. But we do want to, if we send out like rewards and whatever, to also say, hey, this has a high chance to get into the game as well. So sorry for the delay. Like that's basically it. It got delayed, as it was already I think the beginning of January then when we opened it up or even closed it. But I hope you do understand that we had some pressing matters to attend to in the meanwhile.
Yeah, no, totally understandable. Again, sorry about that. I've been going back and forth between work and this call. So my second question was, will there be a space created where a clan can match up with individuals looking to join a clan, and vice versa, where an individual looking to join a clan can, see the clans that are open and available, basically like a matchmaking service, if you will?
I get what you mean. I think that's something for after the prototype, because I think a lot of players will be, perhaps a lot of people don't know what kind of clans there are, and they need to have some visibility. I think Archie mentioned that he's going to open up a part of the Discord, and I think there are a lot of gamers on Discord where you can look for clans and advertise your clans. So for now, that's going to be, I think, the thing. But eventually, we also want something in game. Yeah, you're right. But that's that's somewhat down the line. I don't think that's one of the highest priorities, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, totally understandable. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
All right. AB, go ahead and ask your question now. AB.
Thanks, guys. I'm just curious. Have Mr. Brownwell and Jackie, have you been battling out on the alpha yet? And if so, who was the winner of that?
Well, to be honest, we've been postponing that because we know that whenever we do that, we need to give the community an answer. So I haven't battled against him yet. I've seen him battle. He has seen me battle. I don't know, Jack. What's your streak right now? I don't know. It's
+2.
+2. Oh, he won. He already won. And what kind of Vera do you have?
Bear Hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to bias the community too much. I'm also a bear. Well, a bull for crypto, but a bear in the game. I think we need to buff the head before we. Because a lot of the people are going to use the bear, because if the two people leading this project choose a bear, then
The head was OP for the last few weeks because the head has been nerfed.
Yeah.
3 patches in a row now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it was already too buffed.
Oh, and you chose the underdog, basically,
Yeah.
the under bear. Nice. Okay, awesome. So yeah, no, we're still waiting. Until we actually can battle it out. One, we need time, but two, there's also, like, I can't lie on these questions. If he beats me, I will have to admit, and if I beat him, he will just never show up in these voice chats, I think. So we're postponing that.
I can't wait to see who wins that. Okay, AB, thanks for that funny question. Shiba, go ahead and ask a question.
How you guys doing?
Not bad.
All right. So in the beginning, the Floki was doing a lot of advertisement, like on the buses, buy Floki, Miss Shiva, and all that stuff. So I was wondering if any that is coming back. You be doing any aggressive more? Just wondering.
Well, this is the Valhalla AMA, but we have Saber on. One thing I can say is what I've heard is that the biggest move is yet to come.
All right. Thank you for the answer. I just wanted to make sure, because before we was aggressive, right now we kind of like a cool down. So I didn't see any aggressive going on. So that's why I asked. Thank you for the answer.
Yeah, no worries. Like, I don't want to put on Saber shoes, but I can imagine
just
that we have...
due to market conditions, brother. There's a reason we've been quiet.
All right.
Exactly what I thought.
All right, thank you. Anil, go ahead, Anil.
Yeah, this is a wonderful team, and I've been part of this. I was a Viking from a very long time, so I'm happy to see the development in this project. Definitely, I just accumulated a lot in this drop. So my question for the Valhalla is like, are there any kind of socializing part in the game? Something like socializing. People can communicate and discuss things, socialize, make strategies, something like that. That's my question.
Yeah, Anil, thank you for that question. I think that ties in with the clans because people will socialize with their clans, but you can also walk around the island and meet people, basically. So there are options to socialize. However, on the island itself, we're probably going to restrict to emotes. But if you're in the clan, you will be able to talk with each other and strategize. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
And
Go ahead.
What is it? Sorry, it's a kind of open world kind of a game, right?
Yeah. So just to make things clear, the battle prototype for the end of this month isn't open world yet. Like it's the battle. It's just the battle. But eventually it will be open world. Yeah. Floki Island, you will be able to raid, to go with ships to other islands, catch Vera. So yeah, that's definitely open world. But right now, I just want to make it clear, because I don't want to have people thinking when we release the battle type and we've worked so hard for it and made it like how it is, and people say, hey, why where's Floki Island? That's coming. That's coming later on.
Definitely. In my imagination, I am like already like imagining the open world everywhere, roam around, all that. But this is a right approach, so that it is clear now. Like with the alpha, we can play the battle arena, all that, and that's about it. I wish all the best for entire team and all the Vikings. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to talk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Anil. Torov.
Hi there. First of all, wanted to say once again, Valkyries represent. You know, Pyros, I'm sure you're great and all, but you know, we're here, so. Also just wanted to ask really quick about guild integration into the game while I'm on the subject. Will there be any guild integration into the alpha version of the game that's going to be released near the end of the month here, or will that be something that we'll see a little bit more in like the finished product? And just want to say as well, thank you once again for having us here. You know, we all really appreciate it, and the game just looks awesome, man. Like that leak today, that just looked absolutely incredible. So, thanks, guys.
Torolf, thank you. I've seen you around Telegram a few times, I think. So, good question. In terms of guild integration, clan integration. So we expect that it won't make the initial version of the battle prototype. We're going to push for it, but don't expect it yet. But in the few weeks after, like I've put it way up the list. Like I sat down with the designers and they said, they literally said, when I said, hey, what about leaderboards and clans? Yeah, that's for later. I said, no. We need to move it up. And Jackie said, yes, we need to move it up because this community, they want clans, they want leaderboards. So again, I hope that we can get it ready for the prototype, but if not, a few weeks. Give us a few weeks. It's not going to take months. It's high up our list because I want to see the Valkyries, the Pyros, Odin's Guild, the Floki Fruits. I think the Asgardians. I want to see them on the leaderboard. I want to see what's what and who actually is able to be superior.
Well, awesome. And take all the time you need. You know, if you keep putting out content like that, I don't think we'll have any worries in the world. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And something I also want to add, it's also onto Anil's question, basically. We are going to keep releasing content for this battle prototype. That's one of the reasons also why we released it, to make sure that this community has something fun to do and something rewarding to do while playing the game already in preparation for the final game. So expect more rooms, expect more personalities, expect more Vera, expect more perhaps battlegrounds, expect more.
Thank you, Mr. B. All right, Ash.
Hey guys, how are you? Good to be here. I've got a question. It's probably a question from ignorance, but it's more about security. My understanding is that we need to connect our MetaMask extension to in order to play the battle arena. I know there's lots of hacking in the crypto space in general, without saying any names, but is there any security measures or something that you've taken in order to kind of prevent stuff like that going through the game to our wallets?
Hey, I'm Jackie here. I'll just talk through Mr. Brown's phone because my Twitter keeps kicking me out. But that's a great question. And one we do extensively look at as well, because, well, we definitely don't want any wallets to be compromised. Now, one thing, so security is one thing we look at very rigorously. And in this case, the way the game will work is that you sort of log in or register with your wallet. But after that, you connect your wallet to one of our in-game wallets. So we'll generate a new wallet on the blockchain for you that's connected with your current wallet. So really the only thing that happens with your wallet is deposits and withdrawals to that in-game wallet. That way you won't have any security issues on that side. The only thing that could happen is that deposits or withdrawals would be compromised, but that is very minor, because then what happens essentially is that you cannot withdraw from the in-game wallet, or you can no longer deposit to the in-game wallet, but that's something we can always fix later on. And from the in-game wallet, we take security very seriously as well, because one, well, we have Certic as our partner to verify the contracts, and the wallet itself is also one of the contracts. And the other thing is that we scope things very seriously. So we ensure that the wallet only has connections to certain smart contracts, and that only certain smart contracts call the wallet only calls certain smart contracts, so that nothing funky happens, essentially.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks
Looking forward to the fight.
All right, I see docostine.it.
Hey guys, Linton, this is Nugitech CEO. Remember me, right?
I think so.
From
What did
Telegram? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember you. How are you doing, man? Go ahead and ask a question.
I'm doing good, yeah. So well done, guys. Well done to the team. I am super excited about Floki. So I think from one of Sebra's answer, I think does it mean Floki is actually you guys are building like a metaverse, proper metaverse? So does it mean that one day I could portal into Floki metaverse and portal maybe to Adidas metaverse or something like that? Does it mean that you guys are building that? That's one. And then the other question was centered on what was just asked about security and in-game wallet. Does it mean we have an extra wallet if we're going to play the game, or are we playing with our main wallet? So those are the clarifications I actually wanted to find out from you guys.
Yeah, great questions. So this is Jackie again talking via Mr. B.
Okay.
So with regards to your first question regarding the metaverse, will we be building an actual metaverse? Well, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Eventually, it'll be an entire metaverse, but we're starting out with just the battle component of the metaverse itself.
Okay.
With regards to your second question, namely the wallet, essentially you don't really have to look at the in-game wallet because it's an extension of your wallet. The only wallet that's able to interact with the in-game wallet is your own or the treasury, because the treasury needs to deposit Vera into it, and it needs to deposit any Floki into it that you will be able to earn. Other than that, it's just withdrawals and deposits to that wallet. It's like a decentralized.
So how do the withdrawals work? Is there a portal in game?
Yes.
Is there okay, all right, okay. I understand. Well done, guys. I'm super excited. Like I told you guys on Telegram, I'm building an army for you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you. All right. I see Naz, I see Archie, but just give me a minute. I have a question here from from someone, from Joe Dog, actually. Joe Dog,
Yeah,
one of the members
this is
of
going
the.
to be the last question, by the way, Lintern, because Jackie also has to move. So go ahead.
All right, so it's multiple questions now. So the first one is, what do we have in place to stop bots playing? And then the second one is, can we have multiple accounts? Then the third one is, will there be in-game battle chats?
All right, so 3 questions. That's always fun. One of them was, will there be bots? Will there be anti-bot mechanics, essentially? And the answer is yes. So the way this works is, well, for one, we cannot stop bots because anyone competent enough can build a bot that acts like a human, right? So the way we then diminish the impact of bots is by setting diminishing returns, because there are some thresholds that we humans have that bots do not. Because, for example, we can only play a certain amount of time. After that amount of time, well, you start either getting dizzy or you just flat out faint. So that's something that's also built into the game, that you get diminishing returns at some point. And another question was...
multiple accounts?
Multiple accounts, well, yes, you're allowed to have multiple accounts. But for the battle prototype, it's a bit tricky because the way it works is that we allow batches of users. So it's quite hard, actually, to get multiple accounts, simply because you need to get into the batch itself. But eventually, when the game launches,
Every address is an account.
every address is a valid account, essentially, yes.
But you can, if you have Genesis NFTs on 5 different accounts, perhaps you can have 5 different accounts. but
Yes,
You have to pay for it.
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And there was a third question in there.
Will there be in-game battle chats? Game battle chats, yeah.
Right, so battle charts. Initially, well, it's also what Mr. Brown talked about. We were aiming to have the charts and the leaderboards in there right away. It is something we're actively fighting for. Whether that's actually possible to implement right off the bat or that it will follow in the weeks after is something we'll see.
Was it battle chats or
Charts, right?
In-game chats, yeah, CHAT, like, I guess players talking to themselves, yeah.
Oh, battle chats. Okay.
Yeah.
So initially, no, not right away, but we are looking at implementing chat in some way or form. Because one thing that we don't want is to have a text-based chat that's unmonitored or unfiltered. Because, well, what will you be getting? Well, either a stream of profanities, other tokens shilling themselves, or any sort of stuff.
Everybody that played League of Legends know what we're talking about. You don't like text chats. That's a dangerous path to cross, especially when it's decentralized. We will start probably with emotes, but this is something for whenever PvP comes into the picture, and that's not there yet. It's at first it's PvE, but whenever we launch PvP, I think we will implement a way to communicate or taunt your enemies. Well, I'm not leaking anything, but I think taunting is also possible PvE. But yeah, looking forward to screen caps of the players and whatever they do. So I hope that answers the questions.
Yes, I believe so. Yes, I have gotten a confirmation that it answers all of the questions. So thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you, everyone, for joining this AMA. We have come to the end of the Valhalla AMA for today. Thank you, Mr. B. And thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.